What's up? I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. And right now we're in the middle of, Oscar season. Yes, around this time a lot of movies come out that are trying to get that Oscar nomination. Around end of November, December is when that happens. And I just wanted to talk about movies right now, so I just want to talk about movies that I think are overrated. None of these movies, except for maybe one, would be considered an Oscar caliber movie, but I just think these are movies that are things that people, either the normal movie-going audience or critics, just put at a higher level than where I would put it. Some of these movies aren't bad, some of them are, but just the level of, quality that some people have for it is higher than where I put it. So, that being said, here we go. This is my top 10 overrated movies. Number 10 just came out recently. I think maybe it was this year. It was Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2, I didn't review it because I honestly didn't really know what to say. I enjoyed the first Deadpool movie. I thought it was funny. I thought there was some good action. And it was one of those underdog stories in a sense, just the making of the movie. But I think the second one, it tried too hard to be Deadpool again. That it just, to me, was you're doing the same thing over and over again. And some of the fourth wall breaking, there was a good fourth wall break, but the rest of it was just and some of the storytelling elements I didn't like. The kid character, didn't like him at all. I think they're trying to tell two different stories with him, but neither one made him look good because they were so contrasting that it kind of hurt the character. And then that whole X-Force thing, I didn't like it. It was, I don't know, I just didn't enjoy this movie as much as the first one, as much as everybody else seemed to. And to me it came across at times that maybe Fox were just trying to get this movie out and get as much money out of Deadpool as it could before Disney owns Deadpool and the X-Men movies. And so that's how it came across to me, at least. But I didn't hate it. Can't say the same for number 9 on my list, which is Thor Ragnarok. And I just talked about this movie with some family and friends. I hated Thor Ragnarok. I hated it so much because I said in my quick review, it felt like a bait and switch. Now, it was going to be this cool, kick-ass Thor movie, some cool action, some drama, some cool stuff going to happen. And instead, it turned into Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And like I said, if I wanted to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, I'd watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, or maybe Volume 2, depending what kind of mood I'm in. And if I can stomach Baby Groot. But this one, there are so many times where it took the comedic route instead of the badass route. And by the time some of the cool stuff did happen, I don't care anymore. And I was like, you've already lost me because you've done so many things that just made me roll my eyes that I'm done with you. I'm done with this movie. I mean, there was one cool scene towards the beginning or the end of the first act where it's Thor versus Hulk on Sakaar. That was awesome. But then the rest of the movie was just, oh, you are just pissing me off. Yeah, I hated Thor Ragnarok. And whenever I tell people, it's like, what? It's the best Thor movie. It's like, nope, not to me. It's not. It's not. It's one of the worst MCU movies as far as I'm concerned. Number 8 is Saw 1. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the torture porn movies. And when it comes to gore, it's got to be the right kind for me. Like, if you're going to do slasher gore, I don't need, 1,000 gallons of blood or organs being pulled out, left and right. I don't need all that. I just want good violence. And this one is kind of weird because the rest of the movies after 2 were that way, but Saw 1 is kind of slow. and kind of dull at times. And the thing that I kind of I think is overrated is that it's compared to all the other Saw movies. People think this is the best one, and to me, it's not. I don't think it's the best one. I'll talk about my favorite one later, but I think that because some of the ones like 3 and 4, I stopped watching after 4, to be honest. 3 and 4 was just, one was disappointing, the other is just infuriating. And I don't think the first one is the best one. And even though it's pretty good, some of the stuff in it, when you ask questions about it and you think about it, you're like, wait, why would that happen? Why isn't this? And why? Wait, you're telling me that he's just lying on the floor? You can't laugh or cough or fart or anything like that? And if you tell me, well, they explain later on in 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, or whatever Saw movie is, it's like, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, it's supposed to be a shocking twist ending, a la a different movie that we'll be discussing later on, but I don't think this is the best one. And that's the only reason why I think it's overrated. Number 7 is Godzilla 2014. Now, there are quite a lot of people who are saying, oh man, this one's so good, it was so much better than the one in 1998, and this one actually is Godzilla, and there's so much cool action, and there's all this cool stuff in it. It's like, well, what movie are you watching? I was pissed throughout the majority of this movie because so many times this movie, it would start the action sequence, and then it would be like, yeah, and then cut away. And it's like, come on, show me the damn action already. An hour into the movie, they finally show Godzilla. He starts fighting one of the Mutos, and then it cuts away immediately. And you start watching it, and then all of a sudden, it's like it looks like it's on a television screen. Wait, it is on a television screen, and some family's watching the Godzilla fight from their apartment, and then it goes over to them. It's like, no, go away from that film. I don't care about that. I want to see the damn fight on Honolulu. And then again, they did it again in Las Vegas, and then they did it again in San Francisco. The most infuriating thing was, it's a really cool shot where it's from human perspective. You see Godzilla and the Muto fighting each other. It looks amazing. And then it looks like they're running away from it, and there's a bunch of doors, the 2 doors being closed, as if they're saying, no, you don't want to see this giant monster fight. You want to see what's going on with the humans. Like, no, I wanted to see that freaking monster fight over there. That's why I paid my money to see this movie. When people say, oh, I can't wait for King of the Monsters to come out next year, it's going to be great. It's like, it can't be worse than the first one because Godzilla sucked. And see, this is one reason I liked Kong Skull Island, because it gave us the action instead of just teasing and teasing and teasing and teasing with the action. So by the time it actually happens, you're like, I'm done. You've teased me enough. I no longer care. It's infuriating, to be honest. It's infuriating, and that's why I don't like Godzilla 2014. I prefer Shin Godzilla from 2016. I think I reviewed that movie. Number 6 is Child's Play. Now, a killer doll. A doll with the soul of a killer who does one-liners. Honestly, I did not find this movie scary at all. There are a lot of people who find Child's Play scary, think it's one of the scariest movies around. I gotta say, I was bored with it. I did not like it. I thought throughout this, like, what is so scary about this movie? So I don't get it. People are actually scared of this doll. It's like, it can't really do anything. It's not like it has an actual, like, the strength and the dexterity of a human being. It's still a doll, and it doesn't really have that, like I said, dexterity. Like, have you ever seen a doll's fingers or an action figure's fingers? There's no grip. There's no strength in it. I just kept on thinking that while I'm watching Jaws. I was like, man, why do people like this? I don't get it. And I don't get why people are scared of it. I watched the first 3 Child's Play movies, and not once was I really scared. I was kind of mad at one of the characters because they were an idiot, but I don't get it. I'm not scared of Child's Play. I'd much rather watch like The Thing or Friday the 13th, Halloween, or Disturbing Behavior. Those are good movies compared to Child's Play, I think. But that's the first half of my list. What do you think? Do you think I'm crazy with this list? What's a movie you think is overrated that so many people that around you are like, oh, that's a good movie, and when you've watched it, it was like, eh. Let me know in the comments. So part 2 will come out right after this. So take care. Bye.